Oh, the delay there. What's up, historians? Hello from Maine. Check it out, guys. You're watching Historically Haunted Vodcast, Season 5, Episode 30, frickin' 2. Just let you know, at the end of September, my girl Heather's going to be on. In the beginning, August, rather. Beginning of September will be the start of Season 6. We're doing a giveaway. I got a bunch of good stuff, client signed stuff. I got a searcher signed picture I'm going to do. So stay tuned how you can win that. I appreciate you keeping my dream alive, man. This is awesome. I love having my own podcast, getting sponsored by horror movies, getting clients that are into history and ghosts and ghost hunting and Ghostbusters and all that fucking shit. So, it's a great trip. It's a great trip. Which reminds me, one of my past guests, what's up, Stacey Johnson? Pennywise, one of my clients right there. Thanks for checking in. Make sure we keep it clean, guys. Respectful. This is from, I just had it. Shit. So this is from one of my clients. She's a medium. She's also a podcaster for New Era Paranormal Investigators podcast, medium Irene Arkeloise, based out of Illinois. And she sent me this for the show, which reminds me, Stacey, I need you to send me one, if you don't mind. So real quick, let me get it knowing. How dare I not be prepared?
Podcast and medium investigator of Private Eye Paranormal. It is my pleasure to.
I need to pay someone to do this for me. 1 second, guys. All right, check it out.
This is Irina Heloise, host of the Spirit Realm Network's transcribing, co-host of the New Era Paranormal podcast, and medium investigator of Private Eye Paranormal. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the excitingly spooky world of the Historically Haunted Vodcast. So, get busy living with your host, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter.
Appreciate that, man. I'm telling you, I'm getting some great shout outs. I got a shout out from Carl Toop, who was the alien in the original Aliens with Sigourney Weaver. I got some shout outs from different people like Dr. Satan, Walter Fellin, just different people. And I appreciate that because, it's a little piece of the show that's literally run by some dude in Maine by himself on his own dime. So appreciate you guys for checking out. So I went to the very first Warrens convention. I get to meet the Annabelle. Actually, my Annabelle, right after my mom passed away, is a very small little intimate meeting with Annabelle, the real Annabelle, with Tony Spera, Judy Spera, right in Monroe, Connecticut. And I got to meet them. Of course, Chris McKenna. I was part of the Warren Legacy Foundation for a while as a historian. So I was with the Raggedy Ann doll at the original Annabelle with Heather. We were there and stuff. And I ran into Kristine Marie there. And she was a photographer for them. And she's done a bunch of stuff. She's been watching the show for a long time now. We've been mutual friends on Facebook. She hasn't been a guest yet. So I figured I'd bring her on and talk to her as we're having all these people on. Jim Brown. What's up, man, from Stowe, Maine, Tombstone Paranormal. Stephen King was in Bangor last night. My buddy got a picture with him. He was watching that movie, Life of Chuck, and fucking Stephen King shows up and starts taking hugs with people and shit. Get out of here, man. I about cried when I met him last October. So, all right, Christine Marie, you done putting that joint down? Wiping the drill off your face. So, professional photographer, paranormal investigator, Stacy, and friend of the show. She tunes in pretty much every fucking week. Kristine Marie from Kristine Marie Photography.
Oh, my glasses are kind of like.
What's up?
Probably better without the glasses because the glasses are. Whatever. Hi. I have technically been on your show for 5 minutes. A couple of years ago when you had Lily on, and you had me on for a couple minutes. So I technically have already done your show a minute, but not.
That's my whole right, Lily.
Yeah, we had. We should have planned for Lily to join this one. But yeah.
Shoot, I'll have to get her back on. She's fighting it, man. Poor girl. What's up, Spartacus, brother? Actor extraordinaire. I got to get you on the show at some point, my friend. Appreciate you checking in. Herbie, what's up? Good sir. Don Brown, Jim Brown. Everybody's checking in. Awesome. Stacey Johnson, everybody. So, Stacey, long story short, for those that don't know you, because this will be replayed. Oh, you can see now? This will be replayed.
I took it off because I have to, yeah.
So go ahead. There's a delay. I'm in Maine.
No, that's fine. No. There isn't really much of a delay.
Well, I want to say, for those that don't know you, How did you come into the whole? I mean, because obviously people change and people are born into it. But how did you get into the spooky world, horror movies and cryptids, paranormal, and growing up?
Yeah, I wasn't given a choice. We lived in what I now know to be a haunted house in East Longmeadow. We are next to 2 cemeteries, and there was only this one spot in my bedroom that I specifically remember that I would feel like a static change in my inner ear right before I would hear spirits talk to me. And it used to freak the blank out of me. And I used to sleep on the floor in the hallway to avoid them.
Wow.
When I was 9, and I stopped hearing them, but I still sense spirit energy, and they come to me in my dreams. I've had prophetic dreams. I've had dreams that only make sense to the people who know the person that's passed, that made no sense to me. So I know that the spirit world exists because they contact me on a regular basis.
Can I cut you off real quick and ask you what city, or not so much city, but what state is this in?
This was Massachusetts, East Longmeadow, Massachusetts. I was next to 2 cemeteries, and it only happened in this one spot in my room. So my guessing is that it was probably like correlated with where the electrical inputs were in that house to where that's where they could come through. But my mom said she thought that I was just, imaginary, like freaking myself out. And I was sleeping. I like comfort. I'm sleeping on the floor in the hallway. So basically I knew that something was different. I didn't know if it was me scaring myself or what, but they were never mean or vicious. It was just talking. And it did stop when we moved away from that house. It's not next to the cemetery.
So it didn't follow you. Maybe it was just the land, so to speak, that might have been.
I don't know. I'm glad it stops, but I also still sense spirit energy or even energy. Like if I'm walking in somebody's house and nothing's on, I can hear where like the transformers are below us and like a humming.
You're sensitive for sure. You're sensitive of sorts.
My daughter is too.
Intuitive,
we come up with stuff.
Whatever they call
Intuitive. I think everybody is. You can feel when somebody's staring at you.
If they,
when you're younger, the spirits obviously, you're less likely to deny them because you don't know any better. But I remember even talking to the priest about it and him thinking that it was demonic. And I never felt that way. It never felt, they weren't saying to do mean things. They were just talking. So I kind of strayed away from that. And Lorraine Warren sort of is the first person that made me feel like, okay, this isn't abnormal. Other people, this happens to other people.
You met her, didn't you? Did we talk about that? You met her,
I did not get to meet Lorraine. I wish I did.
I thought you did.
No, I wish I did. Now, I wanted to go to those dinners, but I didn't know anybody that wanted to go. Like all my friends think I'm weird and I'm into creepy shit, and nobody wants to do any of that stuff. They're all afraid of the paranormal. Nobody wants to investigate. My daughter does like doing that stuff, but she wasn't even a thought at this point. But yeah, that first Warren's convention, that's when I met Tony Spare and Arnie Johnson, and Chris McHenna was there.
Well, I'm gonna say I got a guest coming on, and she dabbles a little bit in actress and all that stuff. Raider says, "Hey, it's been a minute. I love the Raggedy Ann." I was gonna say we both got one.
This is from the Warren's Museum.
Yes, that's from the museum. Yes. Chris, the picture of me and Heather in front of Annabelle with that is from Kristine from the Warren Convention in fucking Connecticut the first year, right? So both our Annabelles are the legit shit. Like even my.
So it's wild.
I mean, and I get it. Obviously, it was like, because people come and they go, is it really escape? Is it really? It's a lot of it's a bullshit lore. A lot of it's a Hollywood thing. But at the same time, it's real fucking life. And it's demonic. There's not a lot that is, like you said, there are spirits that aren't demonic. Like it's not Zeg Bagans. Everything's demonic. But there are some that are.
I have a theory. I feel like you are who you are in death as you were in life. So demon is just an asshole that died.
Hey, fucking man, I love that. I love that.
Right?
If you're a prick in real life, if you're the guy that's going to walk by the kid and trip him while he's walking, you're the asshole ghost. That's a demon.
Right. I don't know. I mean, none of us really know, but I do know that I wasn't scary. I thought I was scared. You think you're scaring yourself. But after so many times, it's like, why would I be sleeping in the hallway? Why would I don't know. So I just started investigating on my own. When I went to London when I was 17, I did the ghost tour in the Tower of London. That
you
was
went to London? Oh, no
incredible.
way.
Yeah, it was one of the best places I've ever felt any spirit energy in any of the places I've ever done. London 100% is haunted. Like, you can't say
Back to Ripper Street, walk the streets of that fucking place.
It was beautiful, cobblestone streets. But then there's sections of London that looks like New York City, where it's floor to ceiling TVs with ads, and it's just very
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
And then there's sections that literally are cobblestone streets with, it's so cool. Castles.
It goes from 1960 to 2026 right there.
It's incredible. I would love to go back.
Well, real quick, I usually wait long to ask this, but since you're jumping right into it, is that one of your favorite places you've been in America and other than America? Is one of your places other than America been London for
Amsterdam.
sure?
London and Amsterdam.
Amsterdam's dope.
It was beautiful. I didn't expect like the houseboats and gondolas and that kind of lifestyle to be as beautiful as it was. I had a mission. I was a kid. I was going for some weed. It was New Year's Eve. We were in London, so we had a plan. But when I got there, I was like floored. It was gorgeous. Travel by water, Huh?
Yeah. What about America? What's one of your favorite places to go here that you've been? Florida or something?
California's beautiful. We go to Florida a lot. Me and my daughter love Disney. We love the Haunted Mansion, and
you've been to Gettysburg a couple of times, though. That's a fucking great place. Salem, of course. You just come back from Salem, Massachusetts.
I love Salem. Salem's been calling me a lot lately.
I want to die there so I can be buried there. I tell Heather that.
I don't even know if we can afford that. Have you looked? I made friends with a lot of the buskers that work over there. They're incredible, by the way. I don't know if you've seen my recent photos, but I've
seen the clown ones. People dress like clowns. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, there's a whole group of them that do some incredible stuff, and I'm going back. They just keep getting me to go back, but I just looked for giggles how much a one bedroom, to buy would be. $400,000 to $500,000 for a one bedroom. I'm like, well, I'll be visiting from my Jeep.
and that you're not even fucking renting to lease. You're not even owning the fucking thing. You're just paying rent. I'd rather buy a house in Danvers, but
it's close enough.
Yeah, well, I used to live in northern Mass to the Bridgewater Triangle. Massachusetts itself, the whole state's pretty haunted, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Plymouth Rock, Boston.
There's a lot of haunted areas. I mean,
you're coming to Maine in August to come see us. Have you been to Maine yet?
It's been years, but I haven't been. I've never been to Stephen King's house, and it's definitely a bucket list. So
you just rang my bell. You just fucking touched my nerve.
Stalking. I'm like, it's not stalking. Everybody takes pictures in front of his fence.
You can't get no fucking Wi-Fi signal. You can't go live on Facebook. Nothing. It blocks everything, but you can get pictures all fucking day. Oh,
I gotta go there.
Oh, dude, the gate with the fucking dragon head. You kidding me? The photos you can take on there. You're going to take my tour, of course, historically haunted tours. I'll show you where Pennywise, the Paul Bunyan statue. Oh, Christ almighty.
Yeah, so we want to kind of do it all while we're out there. We'll be there for the long weekend for that Maine Paranormal and Horror Convention.
September 6th and 7th and 8th. September this year, guys. My birthday is September 6th.
Crazy convention. So many very cool actors and actresses are going to be there.
Oh, Annabelle in front of fucking Stephen King's place. We'll bring a red balloon, get some photography pictures.
I'm down.
There's another fun one. Give me your favorite Stephen King movie and or book. Give me one of each or just whatever.
I love it, but I also love The Shining and The Stand. I don't know. I can't pick a favorite. I love a lot.
It's a long one, but
yeah. I know he's incredible.
So give me a bucket list. Where's someplace you got to go for America?
I really want to see Dracula's castle. Like, I would love to go to Transylvania and the Forbidden Forest but I would want to go with a group of like 10 people that I know and feel safe around, because it's very dangerous area.
One of the most haunted places on earth. You ask fucking me. He used to impale people.
I want to go
with fucking sticks.
We should make a plan. Historically haunted. But what about you? What's your bucket list?
I was going to ask you. I usually ask my guests to ask me a question. It's early, but if you want to ask me, go ahead. My bucket list places to see, or is that what you mean?
Yeah, like haunted places that you want to see.
Number one for other than America would be the Vampire Island off Italy, where the vampires are
buried with bricks in their mouths. Cool too. I agree.
I've definitely fucking island there where people can't go. And I'm half Italian, Pacelli. My mom was. So
the island that nobody will go to because everybody was so sick. Yeah. That sounds cool. I agree.
Some people don't go, that doesn't exist. Go fucking Google it. Oh, anybody would know it'd be this fucking guy, Danny Perez, the Radicals.
Yeah,
Danny's taking 2 of my tours.
Charles Rosenet puts on a Transylvania tour. I think he does it every year. He had the England tour, so I told him one of these years we all have to try and go because that would be cool.
Oh my God!
Even to England, can't even explain.
Thing is, like, I love America and I love our history, but we're honestly a young pup compared to a place like Scotland where they have castles from the 1200s and shit. Like literally the 1200s.
America didn't even know about America. Yeah, exactly. And all their roads are still together. Like, how are their roads still fine?
Like you said, cobblestone. Like there's a couple in downtown Portland. There's like 1 or 2, but like literally there's places where it's just literally like at Amsterdam and these places where it's like old school. It's like
gorgeous. There's no trash. There's no graffiti. People street sweep for like a job. The squirrels are nicer. The squirrels were nicer in London.
And guess what? The food doesn't kill you like it does here. There's no GMOs and dyes and shit. I'm not trying to be political, but you open your eyes up, you're like, holy fuck, they're poisoning us.
They close for an hour for lunch to go home with their families.
They don't work full weeks. Free health care. Yeah. I'm not trying to brag, but goddamn.
I know, here we are.
For America, though, I'd say for a place I got to go, I mean, California's great, the Whaley House in Queen Mary, Alcatraz, but I got to go to New Orleans to see the vampire lore with the body.
I want to see, New Orleans.
So bad. Just once with a fucking slave quarter. Mardi Gras is great, titties and shit. That's awesome. But I mean, the swamp where the vampires are. You know what I mean? Like I just
What about the Vampa Museum in Pennsylvania? Have you hit that up yet? I wanted to go. Vampa. It's in Pennsylvania.
I don't fucking never heard. I went to Pennsylvania, but I've never heard of Vampa.
Google it. It's a vampire museum.
Like real shit, like Vlad and shit, like
real shit.
Bram Stoker and fucking the real.
Yeah, Mary Jo Chudley's gone, and some of the pictures that I've seen people have taken in there are so incredible.
How the fuck have I not heard of this? Queen Mary's great.
Vampa.
I just mentioned Queen Mary. Good shit. Yeah. Michael Williams. Yeah, Queen Mary.
Queen Mary. Yeah. What about the Winchester Mystery House? That would be kind of neat.
There's a movie on that that's pretty wild. The Whaley House, one of the first hauntings, the first ever haunting in America documented, 1692 or 1690.
Love the Rain Man dates.
Some fucking place in Maine. It's way off the coast, but people saw a girl levitating. So
that's wild.
That's pretty wild. So what is Kristine Marie when she's jamming out, smoking dope, going for a journey, maybe having a big night out, paranormal investigation? What do you crank for tunes? What do you like to listen to?
I love rock music. I just saw Halsey in concert the other day with Kylie. She was amazing.
You say Fawzy with Jericho?
Halsey, Halsey. Nobody knows who she is. A lot of females will know. You would probably recognize her songs, but Leonard Skinner we have coming up. We go to them every year. We love like Southern rock.
Southern rock's dope. I like all that shit. I'm trying to think of this. I forgot to mention the sponsor real quick, which is dope. She's actually a producer, an actress, and special effects. Amber Fulcher, the wife of David Kerr, who's a director. She's actually in Bloody Summer Camp. Send me the pictures. Yeah, Bloody Summer Camp, Revenge of the Slasher Nurse, and Go Away, which is a great fucking horror movie. But they sponsor the show. They send me a couple of bucks through PayPal. I'm getting these directors to sponsor. I'm like, you guys can kill me in a movie. You guys can rape me. You guys can cut my head off. Just put me in a fucking movie. So I might get one.
I am pretty interested in doing some videography and set photography of horror films. That's my newest conception that I want to do. And I have a few bites already for this summer in Rhode Island that they're filming horror films. And so if anybody wants a photographer to come shoot while they're filming, I will stay out of the way. I know how to do it without annoying people. I've been doing it long enough.
That was my point, because you're doing paranormal, you're doing life pictures, but you're also willing to branch out and do, I'm sure, like hard rock, heavy metal music and horror movie type shit.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into the concerts. Thomas and it was just Charles this time, did the Fab Four Beatles Festival. Me and Kylie
Charles Rosenet.
Yeah. We did photography for them, and we did the Halfway to Halloween with the Salem Buskers, who are incredible. We went back last Saturday to film with them again. They have this one girl she looks just like Samara. She literally like crawled across the street for pictures. It was incredible. It was incredible.
Samaya Elderith? The fucking
No, not Samaya. That's Samaya that we know. Samara, like from the movies with the long, crazy hair. You'll see. I'll show you. She's the one that crawled out of the well in the sewer in the movie.
Oh, Jesus, yes.
Yeah.
She did that.
I know you know.
Salem?
And well, they're called buskers, but they're people who dress up as these characters. And let me tell you, they look like them. The Beetlejuice
Cosplay.
guy, he has it. So me and Kylie went back because we were like, these guys are amazing. I cannot believe Mary was there. Mary was the other photographer. We made a whole day of it.
Oh, that's right. That's your friend. I'm friends with her.
Yeah.
Actually, that's her photography of the girl from The Strangers type of looking shit.
She's
Everybody's
incredible.
Someone else, Brianna, the actress, said that she liked the Gasoline by Haley is good. So that's cool. There's people that know her.
Halsey was awesome, but somebody was speaking in my ear.
That dark side. Salem never gets fucking boring. Whether it's photography, whether it's film, whether it's just spending the day in the town, man.
It calls me. I want to go back all the time. It's just.
What's one of your favorite spots of it? Is it the touristy shit, the historical shit? Is there a certain spot you like the most?
I love the historical stuff. I love the witch house, just the architecture, the beauty, the whole, even the brick walkways. I just love it. It's everything.
The fucking windows with the windows have designs like metal designs in the glass.
Yeah,
you don't see that anymore.
So accepting. Like we were walking around on Saturday and maybe 2 people said it's not Halloween. Everyone else was taking pictures with these guys and loving it. And
this is Halloween 24/7 in Salem. Get the fuck out of here. It's Halloween town, bro.
You gotta enjoy. You gotta enjoy Salem to the fullest, and some of these guys really do.
Dude, if you go in October, you can't see shit. If you go in fucking June, you get the whole place to yourself. Not the whole place to yourself. It's still pretty busy. But people still walk around the street. That girl that dresses like a witch that goes to convention with the big hat and she's got the whole night. Fuck that. Salem's the shit. That's amazing.
I love it. I want to move there. I would move there.
Never gets old. I love it. Yes, Stacey Johnson was in it. She would play this Pennywise. Marie saying hi. Yes, fucking photographer. Salem never gets old with all that stuff. I love that. So what do you see yourself doing this time next year? You see yourself maybe writing like a memoir, doing more photography stuff for on people.
I really just love the photography and the conventions and meeting people and networking. We got about 6 of them a year now with the Paranormal Cirque du Soleil. They're amazing. If you get a chance to see them, you have to go. It's the Paranormal Cirque du Soleil 3 is the one that I saw and filmed. And I'm definitely going back the next time they're around.
Interesting.
Paracon is coming up. That's the next one in Waterbury. That's Thomas and Charles's event. There's a lot of really cool people. This one's going to have. I know, I'm sad you can't be there, but you're always a sponsor.
Car, dude. My power steering went. I'm not trying to be like whatever, but you literally sounds like shit. My springs went. My job is shutting down for a month. I've literally been in the works of trying to find another job so I can get money. It's just long story short.
It's so far away too from you.
And I want to. Danny said I could crash with them and fucking hopefully next year. Literally like my girl Heather lives in Orchard. You know, Mr. Ford, Orchard Beach, Maine, Portland, Maine.
Yeah. You're like an hour from that, right?
I live by Mount Katahdin, by Bangor. I live 3.5 hours up from her.
Yeah, you're far.
Not trying to be like whatever. I fucking want to go this. Like so many people go, and of course, you're kind of the official photographer for all these conventions in New England, man.
I mean, I've gotten very lucky and made a lot of really good connections. Thank you to Nesper and Tony and Spera and Dan for giving me a shot the first time a few years ago. And
if you're with them running you know,
I know. And I've got the Maine Paranormal and Horror Convention, Ashley and Jeff, and Charles and Thomas.
I will be at that one. I only live 2 hours away.
Yeah, I had to rent a room for that. I rented for 2 nights for that one because I'm just like, we're going to just enjoy the whole weekend. And I want to do like a couple photography sessions with some of the people that are there. I'm just going to pull people outside and we're going to find somewhere cool to go like we did in Gettysburg.
Oh, we're bringing you to fucking King's house. You're literally an hour south of.
Yeah, we're totally going. My kid's thinking, we're not welcome. We're welcome. He wants it.
Who said that? Who?
Kylie. She's like, you guys are stalking him. We're not banging on his door.
He's going to do a trespassing sign. Just don't go past the gate. It's a public sidewalk. Fuck that.
I'm like, come
on. I can sit there and click. People say that. I read it off there. I read Pet Cemetery. People are like, oh, he's gonna think you're weird. I go, oh, Stephen King's gonna think I'm fucking weird. What's he gonna do? Write about me? Cool.
Well, listen to this. My friend Big Top Tiny, one of the buskers from Salem, he's a 12-foot tall clown. We're trying to get him to meet us up there for the picture in front of the fence. So Stephen King might be looking on his bathroom and be like, "What the hell?
You might come out for that one. What the hell is that? You might come out for that one. He might. It
might be a cool picture." But yeah, so Thomas has Butch Patrick, who is Eddie Munster. He's one of the legacy guests, and Mr. Zaffis is going to be there. I new. My spidey sense told me Johnny Zaffis was going to be a legacy guest, but they didn't announce him until just about last week. So I don't know if I just willed it to happen, but I'm super excited. April Bassett from
cousin,
Ghosted.
Jody's nephew. I mean, and Lorraine's nephew, right? I mean, Judy's cousin, right?
There's so many people that are going to this event, this next one. Kenneth Drake, the Hollywood medium, Joe Frankie, Carl Johnson. We know we've met him from the Lawrence conventions in the past. So Mr. Petanito, Mr. Haunted.
Jimmy.
Him and Rick Clark.
I loaded up Annabelle with him at the WarrenCon 3 at Mohegan's Sun. Jimmy was out back falling asleep. Did you take the picture of him falling asleep in the truck? Is that you?
No, I did not take that. I wish I did, but somebody did take a picture of him.
He fell asleep in the back of a box truck. And
I was at a Kesha show at that time. I literally went from filming all weekend to the WarrenCon and sat right down in the chair for Kesha to start. I don't know where I get that energy.
Breathe or what? Do you take a day off for you or what?
I don't know what I do. I'm either sleeping or I'm working and editing photos and at a convention.
You know what? I mean, you feel like you're 20, but down deep you're like 90 because you don't fucking stop.
Well, after walking, I don't know how many hours, 4 hours the other day for 2 days. Well, plus, my camera's like 50 pounds, no, not 5 pounds, but it feels heavy after a while walking around.
I've seen you set up. You got a setup. Yeah. You're not just a little bullshit, little rinky-dink Kodiak. You get the whole setup.
And I have multiple cameras usually on me at once because I like to set them at different settings so you don't miss anything.
You're kind of a one-man team, yeah?
Well, Kylie will do stuff for an hour or so, but she really more enjoys dressing up and being a part of. So she was the vampire in the Buskers little parade that they had the other day. So I let her do her thing, but it's kind of like a way for us to do things together.
Bonding.
But she's really good with a camera, these kids. They have good angles, good idea, good concepts. But when she's bored of that, she just gets to play dress up and
the mind,
keeps us together. She's 14. What 14-year-old wants to hang out with their mom?
But you got to admit though too. Right now, the technology, the cameras are probably the best. They got to be the best they've ever been.
Definitely.
I mean, it's mind-blowing technology. The shit, the zoom-ins, you can literally, it looks like you're touching the person's face. I've seen your photography. It's pretty good.
Helping me for a couple of years, and she's pretty good. I always put a photo by Kylie when she does it. So, giving her credit. She wants her credit.
Well, real quick, sorry, guys. The one she's talking about, guys, is in Connecticut. The one in September that I'm going to be at, with Danny. Danny's going to go to, Danny's a fucking convention whore. He goes to all of them with his curse. But that's Augusta Civic Center.
The Christmas will be... There's a lot of shows. Okay, so we have the Waterbury one, July 12th weekend.
That's
2 weeks later, you
Waterbury,
have to go. It's going to be incredible. 2 weeks later in Nashua, New Hampshire, there's a huge day. There's the Paranormal Truth Seekers Expo.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Jimmy Petanito's going. Me and Kylie are going to do photography for them. A couple other big names will be in there. I knew pretty much almost everybody on the panel from doing the Warrens. And then Monster Expo, which this one's got Kane Hodder and Miko Hughes. And Miko is a bucket list meet. I love Miko and I love Kane Hodder. So I'm like, I have to go that. So we're shooting that. And Monster Expo, I've been doing for years. I love Monster Expo. I met Bill Moseley that way, and that night there's a Paranormal Truth Seekers gala. It's like a dinner seance. And then after that, there's a Monster Expo after party. So
really,
that whole day is actually pretty reasonable because the gala is $88 per person. That includes dinner and like a psychic seance. The $25 Monster Expo includes a party. $25.
Dude, I don't care what people do. You don't need excuse to me. It's a once in a lifetime fucking experience to have lunch with supper with Kane Hodder and have a seance.
You can hang out. You don't need to pay for their autographs.
Damn right.
I love that I can just take all their photos because I don't have to pay for them. But you can go meet all these people and just get into the event. You don't have to spend a lot of money. So that is our plan.
Hold on.
Oh my God, he's so cute. I can't wait.
He's literally the coolest fucking dude. I'm like, dude, I got a podcast. Would you come on? He's like, talk to my agent. And he smiled with me. And I'm like, my time's up. He's like, you have to go yet? You want another picture? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Can I adopt you? You got killed with me. And I want
yeah, no, he's been a bucket list meet and so has Kane Hodder. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, Monster Expo. I've been working with Joe for years now with Monster Expo and photography, and that show has been better every single time I go. Like you can't miss it. You really can't. So I don't know. I'm doing them all. So I'm just.
No,
it is what it is.
That's my one thing too. I'll go to Salem and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go. And next thing you know, I'm meeting people. I got my whole wall of fame and shit. So
I gotta live in Salem. I need to live there. Unfortunately, I can't afford to even rent to live there right now. It's like $400,000 for a 1-bedroom.
Are you? I'm not to get super personal. You have to tell me the town, but are you in New England still or no?
I'm in Agawam, Mass. Yeah, it's pretty pricey to live here, but it's double to live in Salem. That's the.
Mass is expensive. Even Southern Maine is getting expensive. I moved up here and I don't pay super low. At the same time, I don't go to Walmart or a stop sign for about an hour. It's pretty chill. You got to kind of have your own food.
Kind of nice, but you got to be prepared to live out where you are. Yeah, especially when it's really bad weather.
Dude, before the show, this thunderstorm came and I was talking to Heather. I go, oops, I lost power and Wi-Fi. I go, I'm going to have to cancel the show.
That's scary.
Came back. I swear to God, I almost messaged you.
Oh, God.
I live by the Appalachian Trail by Mount Katahdin. You got to come up here. There's great. See, that's the thing is you like horror movie shit. You like, obviously horror movies and cemeteries, but you like nature too. There's a lot of cool. There's wild rabbits up here. You'd have some good pictures. Wild rabbits jumping in the road.
Me and Kylie do a lot of hiking when we go out and spend time with Stacy. She takes us on hikes and all that stuff. You can hear my cat who. That's my Bengal in the background. Thinks it has a uterus still.
Dude, everybody always has a kid or a cat or a dog or a fucking neighbor come on. I love it. I love it. That's why it's live.
I wanted to give Jimmy's book props. He's going to be at the next Paracon in Waterbury.
He worked beside Lorraine Warren for a while.
Yeah, like 30 years. Him and Rick Clark. Jimmy tells these stories in such a hysterical way that I couldn't leave the last time. I wanted to leave because I was tired. I had shot all day long, and Jimmy kept talking. I was laughing so hard. I stayed longer. I went home, and I was exhausted.
He's lost his mind, but in a good way, if that makes sense.
It's freaking hilarious. I love him.
Hey, actually, while we get you here real quick, I just want to make proof. We got about 10 people watching. You were with me at the Warren Convention, Mohegan Sun, correct?
Yep.
You saw me load up Annabelle. Tony Spirit wanted me to do it. I got blessed by fucking Wade Kirby. I went up there with Brandon Golding. You saw the whole thing. You're my witness, right?
Yep.
I didn't pay you for this testimony. Dude, when you go to the pictures, I go, well, I'm not going to record while I'm loading Annabelle, asshole. So that's where I met Stacy. That's where I met a lot of people.
Yeah, I had to attack you just to get a picture because you were so busy that day, although we were all running around. I know.
You got my back. We're all running around. You were snapping pictures and fucking.
Yeah.
It
goes by in a blink.
And of course, Annabelle's missing. Everybody goes, is Annabelle really missing? I go, no, dude. If Tony didn't say so, shut up.
No, I know. And then it's like all these people say, oh, Annabelle goes on tour. Now she's bringing stuff down. Annabelle's been on tour since 2019.
There's two sides to every story, bro. Chris McKenna don't like it. Tony likes it.
Letting prisoners out 6 years ago or burning down plantations 6 years ago. Wade was like misting me this year with the holy water and the frankincense.
Wade's gonna write his back. He pulls it out. I go, what are you carrying around with you? He's like, poo, poo, poo.
Wade literally, and I was like the mister. I was like, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. But you get a headache and you have to leave that museum and you have to go outside and ground yourself before you can go back in. You have to.
It's not bullshit.
You feel it. It's not just Annabelle.
It's Hollywood. It's not bullshit.
That mirror, that conjuring mirror doesn't get nearly as much attention as it should because I could feel that mirror around the room, like outside of the room.
The conjuring mirror, yeah.
Yeah.
The voodoo, the shadow doll with the human tooth and the feathers.
Yeah. Incredible.
Yes, Michael. Kristine will be there. Michael, I will be there. Stacey Johnson. I think there's a bunch of a couple other clients of mine going to be there. Danny, Lauren Perez, they're fucking hearse. So Maine's a big one because I'm going to be there. Hopefully,
Maine one has going to be Connecticut. So many good people going to it. We had to do it.
He's still adding people, for God's sake. He's got the guys from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And, of course, it's not just about the actors. They're actually pretty good people. There's a lot of paranormal. Johnny Zaff is a godfather of paranormal. And it's just, honestly, good people. It's fun in Maine. It's a dead-end state. New England's really different. Am I wrong, Kristine? We've been around. We've been Gettysburg. We've been places. But New England's different in a good way.
Yeah.
Right?
And going to Maine for the convention, I think, is great because it's a whole different area. We've been doing it all in this area. So it's getting different people together that we haven't, it's networking. Like you network, we network pretty fast amongst each other in this group, and you learn who's good and who's not pretty fast. And there are a few bad seeds, but there's a lot more good people in this whole group. And it's so wild to think how large this group is. Yet I'm all by myself out here. Like nobody that I know is really into any of this.
It's so true.
Like
I go to work and no one knows what I do. I don't even talk about it.
My mom's like, what is wrong with you? You're so weird. Like, why do I have all these dolls and whatever? But some of us just are gravitated to. I always liked horror movies.
Dude, growing up in Maine, of course. What's up? Question for Adam. What's the Black Widow? Well, actually, sorry, Kristine.
That's pretty cool.
Heather made this, but this here, believe it or not, it's a box that had a bottle of vodka in it in front of Annabelle from Harridan's Vodka.
Harridan's Vodka.
Did
you drink the vodka?
You know what's funny? It's a bottle of vodka. I opened it up one day to film it to look at it, and the fucking seal broke. I go, is that bad luck? So I pounded it, took 3 shots. I get the bottle still in there. You want to see it?
So you did drink it. I would save it forever.
Came with gloves to touch it. You got to touch it with gloves. That's no shit.
Damn.
I can't.
Yeah,
okay.
It was in there for a while.
I moved here. I got it next to the brick of H.H. Holmes, America's first serial killer from New Hampshire. Oh boy!
Oh my god!
If I burn it in hell, this is why. But check it out. There it is. I took a sip out of it.
I'm pretty sure Mary Jo has.
I've been here for 3 years.
That too, and she has a couple of them because there's a couple different collections they had. She's got a nice collection herself there.
George DeCosta bought one for me and her. I remember the day he did.
Yeah.
George is friends with Stacy and all you guys. He brought me to the Warren convention. That's a rare piece. It's like a $400 box. You only need 666, and that's no pun intended. Set in front of Annabelle.
Yeah, that's how many of the Annabelles there are that I have.
Yes.
There were 666.
Kristine, I got to ask you, do you believe in or do you use protection? Do you sage, smudge before you go into these photo shoots, different places? Do you protect yourself?
I have protection oils that I purchased from Samaya Eldreth, who I also purchased from Miss Bunny Sellers, and I use the protection oils before and after. I also sage, but I usually just talk to the gods and I breathe in and I breathe out negativity. So you try and leave it where you are. It's hard, but I've gone into so many different places and I don't want to bring it home.
Better safe than sorry. Am I wrong?
Yep.
People go, what are you doing? I go, mind your fucking business, Brent. I'm too poor to afford all these conventions, but if anybody needs me. Hey,
we are too. Why do you think we came up with reasons to get into them?
It's true. I got Stacy Johnson. I got her, my client in New Hampshire. I got Maine. I got her a fucking airplane in a hotel. If you want to sign with me, Brianna, I'm a booking agent, historical haunted booking. Right now, I'm signing people. I'm almost full. Let me know. Yes, Brett Wagner's going. The guy from Texas Chainsaw is going to be there. Exactly right, Stacey.
I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money to go to these conventions. It's $25 to get into most of them. Some of them are a little bit more. You know? Yeah. And if you can talk to these celebrities, they're not going to not talk to you. They sell their pictures and they sell their autographs. So I just happen to be a photographer and I am blessed in that aspect. So I get the press passes. Lucky for me. I don't ask them for their autographs, but I respect them in that way. But every once in a while I do get a selfie with one. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, that's my thing.
I gotta meet Kane. I'm gonna pay for Kane. I don't even care. As much time I can take his picture, I still have to have a picture with Kane. Whether it's Kane hotter,
dude.
You know?
And he's got a lot of things. Hatchet's great, but of course, Jason. One of my first things was watching Jason Takes Manhattan.
He's
in
the
beginning
best Jason.
Oh my god, he's the best. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, let's get into another fun one. I want to get to know the real you. Real quick. Okay, before we get to that, let's plug yourself. Where can people find Kristine Marie if they want to get your photography? Facebook, Google, YouTube?
I use Facebook the most. Kristine 4949 but I'm Facebook the most. You know, you could Instagram me. My Facebook is mainly where I have all of my art.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I want to meet you. Do you decide me or her, Michael? Me? I'm just a fucking yutz for me. Well, I am.
I'm just a photographer.
You know me, Kristine. I've gone from fucking just kind of a thing with parent. You've been with me for a while now. We went from
years
all the way to my own podcast, doing my own thing. Now I'm a booking agent.
I know.
Donnie Green, Stacy, all these people you and I have met. I've been a speaker. Writing my first book, still halfway through it. It's not as easy as I thought. I'm not gonna lie, Stephen King's a fucking giant because I can't fucking do it. But seriously,
writing is hard. I did attempt that once. It is
What's
hard.
That?
Book writing is hard. I was working on writing a book for a few years about a local murder case, and technically the murder was solved and he's in prison. So I opted to put my books away for her family.
That's good on you.
Well, I kind of felt like if I help expose it, he'll eventually get caught. And I just kind of blasted it on Facebook as much as I could. And I feel like I helped a little bit, he's behind bars and can't hurt anybody else. So I put the books down because there's no reason to, the things that I know don't necessarily need to be read by other people. But
I think what we're into, it's grotesque and a little odd. Serial killers, paranormals, demons, but I think we're doing it for answers. We're doing it to help others. We're not. It's intriguing. I'm not gonna lie. I get kind of a little. Jack the Ripper. Obviously, it's a little intriguing. Doesn't mean I condone it. I don't want to go and do it.
Right. Exactly. Like I try and
figure out why.
Use my medium sensitivities to help in any way that I can. I wish I knew how to channel it more because I would be doing that more full time if I could, for sure. I would love to. If I could be Dexter. Oh man. Just,
that's a great
Dexter
show.
needs to be real. Dexter needs to find that man that killed his 3 little kids and just, that's what he needs to do. Just screw.
You know what's cool? I live 45 minutes, about half hour from a town called Dexter, Maine, and that's where the beginning of Creepshow 2 was filmed. When he's throwing up the magazines, and he goes, "Little Timmy, you die if you can get the first copy." And he's got the creeper on the license plate. That was filmed. You still see the clock tower and the lights. Everything I can match it up in my video, and it's called "What's Up, Elwell? You bastard tuning in. Thanks. What's up, brother?"
Nathaniel's gonna be. Is he? I think he's.
Yeah, his background's sad. I think he'll be in July.
I feel like he might be coming to Connecticut too, but I could be wrong.
He's a client of mine, Nathaniel Elwell. Appreciate you checking in, man. Always a blast, my brother. You can ask me when you're on podcast, you bastard. Kristine Marie, let's do some fun ones. What does Kristine Marie do to celebrate? Did I ask you already what you do for food? What you go to?
I'm a vegetarian, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a vegan? Is that a vegan?
Not vegan because I love cheese. I do.
No animals at all.
Yeah, I don't eat any animals. I don't eat any meat, chicken, fish, none of that. My kid's a carnivore. I don't know. She eats everything. I'm just weird and I overthink about stuff and I just prefer to not kill anything to live. So
what you go do for vegan shit? Do you like a frugal salad or some shit? Like what?
Tonight I had Panera bread. I had a grilled cheese from Panera bread with tomatoes, onions, and lettuce, and it was good.
Panera bread, don't lie. It's not bad.
I ate like a 5-year-old, really.
That's all right. Hey, man, I like macaroni and cheese. I might guilty of that.
Mac and cheese, grilled cheese.
Nate, I've been trying to join. I've been busy. Oh, I know you're busy. I get your life. I'm glad you and Morgan.
He is coming to Connecticut, and he's going to the main one, so we'll see him.
No, Nate's a fucking whore too. I love these guys. All you guys are all good. I love these guys. Like I said, we're doing it for fun. We're doing it to get known. That's why I do the podcast. I don't make a super lot of money. I got sponsors, but I do it to get to know my friends.
Right.
Just do shit.
I know there's definitely not a lot of money to be had in this, but getting into stuff, press passes, and networking and making some of these lifelong connections has been worth
memories.
Right? Yeah, we're having fun.
Is it priceless, right? You know what's up.
Yeah.
You get your daughter into it at a young age, she's going to enjoy it way longer than we get to, but that's what it's about. We spring it to the youth. I got no kids. I got my girlfriend's kids and whoever I can.
She had a blast in Gettysburg. She was Angelina's assistant for a while from the Jersey Shore for the whole convention. That when Angelina showed up, she was not there the whole time.
Dude, Gettysburg is a whole nother level. I'm sorry. But
Gettysburg was a whole nother level.
It really is.
We checked out the Pennsylvania Monument and we paid our respects, and it was. Did you ever walk up to the top of that?
I went to that. I've been to Gettysburg 3 times with Chris Sanders a bunch of times ago. I went twice with him and once by myself with a girl I was with a long time ago. We stayed at the Eisenhower and stuff, 2012 or something. And I heard gunshots, man. I went to the main regiment. I went on there. I went to some parts, started crying. You start seeing the little things. I forget which parts.
You can almost see them in the fields.
But I mean, it's right up. It's Salem, Gettysburg, New Orleans, and I'd say maybe San Diego are the top 4 most. Right.
I would like to go to the Rock. San Diego's up there because I want to see the Mystery House, Queen Mary, and the Rock. So and New Orleans. I'm right there with you. We can make a little tour Whoever hit the lottery, we're hell out of here.
Yes, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's going to be haunted, because I go to beautiful places, Arizona, Alaska. I want to see it all. Don't get me wrong, but there's a bucket list. Stacy, you're my guest. I got to sponsor. You're one of my clients. You're broke. You'll sponsor one of the shows. I got to get you as a guest on. You keep bailing on me because the weather cut out, but I'll get you as a guest one of these days. Next week I got Ellie Church. She's in the new movie not Squirt. Sorry, but it's called Gush.
What kind of movies are you?
Well, it's two chicks and it's two chicks and it's called Gush, so it's pretty close. But it's Ellie. It's Ellie Church.
You might have to change it to your name. I like your name better.
I like the B movie actresses like Mary Kate, Clown Motel. She sponsored the show a couple weeks ago.
Speaking of Clown Motel, I want to go there too. I
like guys too. It's not just because you're hot. It's my girlfriend gets pissed. But Clown Motel's a real thing, and they film there, and it's the third one. The first two are free on Tubi. I
want to see that Clown Motel, like where
you
the
watch
actual
Tubi,
clown. Yeah? Do I watch what? Yeah, no.
You should. Really it's free. It's got Clown Motel 1 and 2 free.
I know. I really want to go out there and actually check that out. The one that has the cemetery across the street.
Yes, you'd break your camera. You take so many pictures, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I manage to take as many pictures as I do. Honestly, sometimes when I'm done, I'm like, how did I do that so fast? But
here's a personal question, if you don't mind me asking: do you travel around with a camera just hoping to catch a shot during everyday life?
I don't unless if I plan it. And my phone's full because I take so many. But if I find something that I need to, I just go on live. Like when the Ravens visit me now, I just go on Facebook Live. Because my phone's full.
The Ravens?
I have ravens, birds. They're huge. These birds
Heather loves birds.
The Ravens they're my favorite. I call them Bonnie and Clyde. And they visit me at work. I mean, they're really visiting the Mexican food dumpster, but I like to say they're visiting me, and I go talk to them every time. But
who isn't?
Right.
What do you dig for sports? Are you a wrestling chick? You like wrestling or football or anything?
I'll watch football, but I'd rather be at the game than watch it on TV. But it is kind of soothing in the background. But I'd rather go to like a horror
shots
movie.
of the guys doing like pre-warm-ups and shit. Like that'd be kind of a cool angle. No,
I don't know. I find that like if I'm not. I have to be into something to really want to do photography of it, or I'm just bored.
I dig that. You're morbid. You like the deathly shit, the fucking paranormal shit. Oh, we're breaking up a little bit. It's part of my main weather.
No worries.
Sorry, guys. What's up, everybody's? Thank you for your patience. I live in fucking northern Maine. Screw me. So what do you do when you go to these events? What do you actually do? You set up stuff do you just do photos? Do you sell like opportunities to do stuff for people for like weddings, maybe? Like, or you just really literally work? You're there to work.
Just work. I go there.
You don't have a booth to sell things, and
I take a bunch of pictures, and I do pass out my business cards to pretty much everybody that I meet that's vending there or whatnot. But I was pretty busy last year. Actually, I didn't do a lot, but I did like 4 senior pictures. I did do some photography outside of conventions, but for the most part, I don't even advertise. So
I noticed that you're pretty modest, and you sent me a picture of your business card. I'm like, I didn't even know you had a fucking business card. If I'd have had one, you got to send me some so I can give some out to my people. I go out and I give client stuff. So
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. You know that. I know you're not technically a client, but we're good friends, and you share my shit. You ever heard of the rapper Yellow Wolf?
No.
This song's with Eminem. Eminem signed him for a while. He did a couple songs. Big fan of mine. I'm a big fan of mine. I'm a big fan of his. I met him with my girlfriend Heather. She's in love with him.
Cool.
Well, real quick, one of the people, Shine, is checking in. She's from there, and she's been growing up with them. What's up? She checks in every week. What's up, Shine Thomas? What's up? Thanks for checking in. I love it. We're reaching some good people here.
I'm always watching your show.
Yes, check out Kristine Marie Photography. Yeah, Christine's on every week. Bullshit. And I'm like, I gotta get this fucking broad on. But Shine, thanks for checking in. Tell Yellow that we're watching the show. Maybe she could, photography of everything. Like you said, if the price is right and you're into it, man, you'll take photos of everything.
I find that if I enjoy it, I don't know. If you don't enjoy something, it's not worth doing. You have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It shows. Yeah. It shows if you enjoy your work.
You do, because I seen the clown pictures. Let's talk about the clown pictures real quick. What's up with the people wearing clown masks and shit? I saw that. I go, what the fuck?
So those are the buskers in Salem. We were asked to do the photography for a charity event they had for halfway to Halloween. And some of these people dress up like Beetlejuice or like Mike Myers, or There's one called Sinister Sam. There's Mother Nature. And I decided I loved them. They were incredible, but we didn't have enough time to work with them. So I said, hey, I'm going to come back on the 31st, which was Saturday. Let's walk around Salem, make it our own, and do a photo shoot. And I got 950 photos to edit, but I put about 80 of them out. And these people should be in movies. And I'm telling half of them or more, I've already told more of them, that they need to come to some of these events because there's directors and producers and network, because they're incredible. And
these
so I'm trying to
Salem, you're saying?
Those pictures that I took of all that you've been seeing this past week, those are from Salem, Mass. These people they work for tips, and they work hard, and they look incredible, and they spend money on their looks. The Beetlejuice guy, you would think it was really him, honestly. Like, these people.
I saw it.
So I'm impressed with them. And
the green hair, the white makeup, the kind of distorted thing with the suit. I go, these people are phenomenal, and they have literally no backing besides street tips.
They're their own. So I'm trying to get, some of them are going to go to the Monza Expo, and they have a contest on Sunday, and I'm going to introduce them to whoever I know, because I feel like these guys are, it's so wild how many people just get overlooked in so many things.
What's funny, Kristine? And stop me if I'm wrong, and I know you're into this stuff, and I'm into it too, but Lizzie Borden's The Conjuring House, even Salem, it's all great. And it's all I get at The Conjuring House, and I get Amityville. But there are thousands of places going, I'm haunted too. I had an axe murder, the Axe Murder House in Vasilla, Iowa, just like with movies, just like with musicians, just like with street performers. So many people, it's like, I get it. We're not everyone's Phil Collins, but guess what? There may be a Phil Collins 2.0 on the streets of Salem. Check them out. And I think you're right? It's time to start looking, isn't it?
I might go back Saturday. They got me. I want to. There are a few of them. There's a Salem Arts Festival on Saturday, and a few of them are going to be dressed up.
Dude, Salem's the fucking shit all year long. I've been with my girl Heather because we're 3 hours north. She lives in Saco, New Hampshire, or Old Orchard Beach. What's up, Gene? Fellow client of mine from the Eastern Coast Cat Research. You do, Gene. She is a paranormal investigator. Well, not really a paranormal investigator. She's actually a cryptozoologist and a big cat researcher here in Maine, and she's one of the leaders.
I love big cats.
She looks for cougars in the Maine woods and
Siberian tiger once.
All of them. Gene, you like Siberians? You like all of them? She won't go in a graveyard, but she'll go looking for a puma cat in the middle of the fucking Eastern Rockies.
I will die trying to pet the wrong animal one day.
This is her hat. She made it for me.
That's cool.
You in? So you're in? Okay, let's do some more questions. We got plenty of time left. He's looking at about 10, 20 minutes. Yeah. Are you into the cryptos and animals? You into like different like Bigfoots? Are you into like Mothman? All that shit?
It's so weird. I kind of believe a little bit in all of them. There's a little bit of truth to everything. All these folklores,
Jersey Devil, Dover Demon, all that shit.
I think there's a lot. I mean, how could there? I don't know. Bigfoot. Although it's not in California, as the fires, Bigfoot would have came out. But I do think that there's enough. And you can't say that there's not any aliens. I mean, look at how many universes, how many planets there are on, how many universes. There's no way that you can say that there were only life form. There could be bacteria on other planets or whatever. I believe in a little bit of everything.
Careful. You're using your brain. You're thinking. They're listening. Careful.
I know. Okay. I got Annabelle here on my side.
Well, I've been in New Hampshire. The Betty, look at her. She looks so sweet. Everybody goes, that's not Annabelle. Look at the real one. The real one's Raggedy Ann doll. Is that a Mary Jo Chudley doll next to it?
Yeah. Pennywise doll.
Oh, pretty. She makes them right there at the conventions. She sold one.
I've wanted this doll for so long.
Where did Pennywise come from? Someone asked. So Pennywise was a Stephen King thought while he was going through on a bridge in Connecticut Colorado. His car died. And he thought it'd be funny if someone underneath him was talking to him. So if you go to Jackson Street, Kristine, I'm bringing you there. It's not even 500 feet from his house on West fucking Broadway. You come out this way. You come out here by the school where he donated the land. And over here is a thing called fucking Jackson Street. You look at the beginning of both Jackson Street's right there when Georgie's chasing the boat. Yes. Right there's the main grate. That's the thing. There's fucking red balloons tied to it. At the end of that's the standpipe that you see in the It remake. I'm bringing Kristine there.
Yeah.
She's going to do photo shoots like a goddamn porn shoot. We're going to make sure that Bangor is going to be her Jenna Jameson. We're going to fucking just drop it.
You know what's funny? Jenna Jameson has the same birthday as me.
Oh, get out of here. I didn't even know that.
Hugh Hefner, too.
That's awesome. Good for you. So
right?
Ola, a different language. That's pretty deep. I don't know what language it is. No shit. You knew that right away. Jenna Jameson shares a birthday with you. Wow. That's pretty dope.
I always thought it was weird. Her and Hugh Hefner shared my birthday.
And Huey's buried next to Marilyn Monroe in California. Wow. I'll tell you, only this show can bring you where it brings you. That caught me way off guard. Touche. Very, very good on your part. I can't think now. That caught me off guard, the Jenna Jameson thing.
Well, you said Jenna Jameson, and I was like, bing, we have a birthday.
That's one of the first pornos I watched. It's a scene from CNC. Was, in the sewer scene. She was in the sewer scene. The blue eyes, and she burned on Georgie. So, before we end the show, like overall, I appreciate you coming on. I'm really close to Jenna. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate everything you do. You support so many people.
You too. I try.
Doing more pictures for movie stars, doing more pictures for Annabelle, and just more shit. Just keep on doing. You don't seem tired of what you're doing. You seem like you're moving forward. Am I right?
I feel like we're climbing. Me and Kylie are just climbing this mountain of we're just going to keep going and see where it brings us. And we're finding new things to enjoy with it, and we're running with it.
Fucking A. You got any last questions for me?
No, I just can't wait to see you because it's been so long. We're going to have, hopefully will Heather be there?
She's going to be set up, Witch and Life Guide. She'll have her shit set up, her bracelets, all that stuff. It's been a while since we've seen you. Like I said, we saw you OG back when Annabelle was right there with Tony.
I mean, it's been a long time, so it'd be great to catch up with her too. Absolutely.
Awesome. So those will be up on YouTube this week. Any last things before we go that you can think of? You want to plug anything? Kristine Marie Photography is on Facebook, right? If people want to book you or look into what you do for your services.
Yeah, I mean, you just did it for me, so thank you. No, I appreciate you very much.
Awesome. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll talk soon. Kristine Marie Photography. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you.
Blessed be. Thank you.
Blessed be. Good.